To love yourself, you have to be in control of yourself as well. You got to learn how to control that aspect of you. You have to master that, okay? Stop being a baby. Stop being a baby. Toughen up. Get that money. Love yourself. After it's all said and done, then you go back to yourself and say, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't let this bother me. All my bills are paid. I have no debt. I live in a nice house. I have a nice car. Da, 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 da. I'm so happy. You see, don't depend on another person to validate you or make you happy. Just depend on them to benefit you and so you can move it along. Okay? Stop trying to feel. They don't care. Right. Just pretend and act. That's what you're supposed to do. And then at the end of the day, feel good when you get home. Feel good when you have a surplus of money in your accounts where you can spend without looking. Feel good when you don't have to wake up early in the morning to fight traffic and go to work. Feel good then. Okay? Y'all need to stop investing these emotions in these dudes. They don't care. Just get their money. They got to give it to somebody. Might as well be you.
What's your favorite position? CEO, as you want? Where do you like to be kissed? In front of the ATM? Leave him alone. Do not text. Why are you going to look for him? He ain't coming to look for you, man. If he's old, he might be dead. All right, so check the obituaries. But if he's not old, leave him alone. All right, y'all don't be moving backwards. Don't be chasing no man. He haven't called you since Sunday. He don't want to call you. Listen to my words. That man has not contacted you since Sunday. You think there's something, you think he's tied up being held hostage? You think he's urging to try to call you, but something is not allowing him to? No, he just decided, I don't want to call that chick. So he just hasn't done it. All right. So therefore, what you gonna do? You gonna call him to see why he don't want to call you? Why do you don't want to call me? You want to be a pygmalion? Wonderful. Go ahead and call him and ask him why he don't want to call you. Why don't you want to call me? Go ask him and come back and tell me what he say. Don't you dare say you don't have to, stupid pygmalion. Don't you dare say, oh, you don't have to. Shut your mouth, because I know the pygmalion you is trying to come out, but you don't let it. Oh my gosh, I lost an earring. Come with one earring on. Make sure it's a diamond. Okay? The waiter's going to rush over. Is there something I can help you with? Oh my gosh, I lost my diamond earring. I just had it on when I walked in. Well, I mean, if you see it, please, it's very expensive. Then keep touching your ear. Then he's going to ask you about them earrings. There's a jewelry store like right over there, or maybe we can go tomorrow or something like that. I mean, you do seem like the type of man that would do something like that. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, okay. Then he's gonna volunteer to buy you some more. You can use my technique. Well, maybe we can get you some more. Really? You would do that for me? Oh my gosh, that is so kind. That is so sweet. I mean, don't care. You're very powerful because you don't need them. You got options. They fear losing you. They feel like they're inadequate. They try to prove themselves to you. It's like a challenge. They continue to chase. So when you stop caring, and this is just in a relationship, you have more power. When you care too much, you lose your power. Okay? And this is what a lot of women don't realize until it's too late. So stop caring. And the more you practice not caring, the easier it gets. And you only choose what you want to care about. You know what I'm saying? Care about. And it becomes very easy after a while. Okay? You just consciously choose not to care about a certain action, a certain thing, a certain this and a certain that until it becomes like second nature. Because you're going to be gaining from all that power that you're creating by not caring. And when you stop caring about certain things, that's when you start winning. Okay? And that's the truth. Y'all really need to understand that. You really need it's a daily practice. You don't just wake up one day and say, I don't care anymore. You have to literally work on it. Because a lot of women are so caring and loving that it takes literal practice and discipline to not care. And that's kind of sad because, in this world, in this unfair world, you can't play fair.
So, Shera, can you tell us the story about how you got the DUI at Taco Bell? And why is a high-value woman or high-quality woman going to Taco Bell late at night?
Because I was out.
Boy toy?
What? No, I was just out having a good time, like most people do, and that was years ago. And
But Shera,
I did a whole video on that. You want to watch it?
But Shera, I thought in class, I mean, you got a $5 Sally's wig on, and you going to Taco Bell. Like,
they don't even sell wigs at Sally's.
Oh, you didn't get the wig at Sally's. Where'd you get it from?
Ywigs.com, who sponsors me and pays me to wear this wig, Sprinkle Sprinkle.
So, Shera, let me ask you this. What would it take for you to have a conversation with Kevin Samuels?
Nothing. I don't want to talk to him.
Why not?
Because I'm jealous of his wardrobe, sir.
Now, Shera, why are you wearing that Hulu's handmaiden dress on tonight? Like,
this ain't even a dress.
Like, Shera, you know slavery's over, right? I know you like skin, but slavery's over, boo-boo. Like, I know you in the house, and I'm in the field, but why are you wearing that handmaiden dress tonight, though, boo-boo?
If you in the field, don't worry about my clothes.
I'm just saying. And Shera, did you get my DM on Instagram?
Nope, I don't check them. Sorry.
Okay. So, Shera, how about this? Because I've been very respectful, I think we should do an interview. Don't you think so? I think the viewers want it. You know what I'm saying? You got 1,200 people in your chat. I got 380 in mine. I mean, this is what the people want.
They want some obnoxious person trying to talk and tell people business that's already been spread around the internet since years ago. Y'all want some old news?
I see.
Your old news.
The video you made when you said that every time James tries to make love to you, you say you're tired and then you fall asleep. Do you remember making that live stream?
I don't remember. I made thousands of videos. I know you remember because you're my number one fan.
How can I become attached to men? I become attached so easily. I need a rude awakening. Okay. If you're attaching to a man and they're not beneficial to you, you're attaching to hope, you're attaching to potential, and you're attaching to an idea. You're not attaching to what they have done for you, what they're able to do for you. You're not attached to any of that. You're attached to an idea, okay? Because you could take that particular man and take him out of the picture and replace him with any man, and you will still be attached. You understand what I'm telling you? So you're not attached to the particular individual. You're attached to the idea, okay? What you need to get attached to is the idea of benefiting from this man, okay? You need to attach to the idea of, is this man beneficial to me? If he is not beneficial to you, why get attached? Because you will attach to any man because you have a problem seeking validation. Okay? You need to attach to anything. It doesn't even matter what it is. Okay? You can have 5 different men and you put them in the same position with you, and you will attach to each and every one. Why? Because you're not attached to them individually. You're attached to the idea of a man. And when you're attached to the idea of a man, it means you're attached to what they're supposed to be doing for you. And you're also attached to all that you've given to them in order for them to want to do those things for you. And they haven't. Most of the time, they haven't. So you're attached to what the energy and the time you've put into them, the idea of what they're supposed to be doing, and their potential. Okay? Nothing tangible that you are attached to. Their physical being could be replaced by anybody's physical being. You're not attached to them individually, you're attached to the idea of them. Think about it. So, this is how you detach. If this man is not beneficial to your wallet, to your bank account, you do not get attached to them because they are not attached to you. They're not drawing your name in hearts. They're not thinking about any of those things. Okay. They're thinking, well, I hope she doesn't want me to commit and get married anytime soon because I'm not even trying to do that. Okay. I hope she's, they're not looking at you the same way you're looking at them. They're not attaching to you in the same way you're attaching to them. So the more you become attached to a man, thinking that he's attaching to you the exact same way, he is not. He's attaching to you because you're available to him and you're doing the most and you're attaching to him and he's doing little of nothing. Let's talk about some more stuff because some of y'all are pygmies and y'all are not the prize and y'all keep confusing yourselves with the prize, but y'all are not acting like the prize. How do you act like the prize? By having your standards high and never bending them and not chasing a man, and don't ever beg for commitment. Okay? Because if you tell a man from the very jump, the first get-go, that you're not rolling around on the mattress with them no more or ever, they're going to be gone. It's like, oh, well, I don't plan on sleeping with you. If you tell them that you don't plan on sleeping with them, they're gone because that's all they want. All right? If you go on a date with someone and say, I never really plan on sleeping with anyone. Dating is fun, though. They're going to be poof, disappear. So that's why you don't believe nothing out of their mouth because that's all they want. They want to sleep with you. That's literally it. They don't care about your well-being. They don't want to get to know you as a person. Not really. They really want to just sleep with you. And if they have to get through those other things, if they have to pretend, they got to do that. They will. If they have to invest, they will. But their main goal is to sleep with you. So all the obstacles that you put in their path in order to have hope of sleeping with you, that's how you set your standards. That's how you get your bills paid. That's how you get your money. That's how you get them to invest long term towards them thinking they might want to commit to you later on. Okay. But you do not roll around on a mattress with them right away because that's what they came for, but that's not what they're going to stay for. You know what I'm saying? Get their money because they're only after one thing from you. So if you take it away and say, you will never get that, they will be gone. Anytime a man tells you, oh, you only think about money. Oh, this is not right. Okay, well, then we're not going to sleep with each other. Do you still want to get to know me? Do you still want to take me out on a date? You still want to hold hands? No? Okay, goodbye. Think about it. So they're there for one thing and you know it. So use what you know to get what you want. If you're a solid 9, why do you care about what's in his phone? I know I wouldn't because he would be caring about what was in my phone. So if you're a solid 9, why do you care what's in his phone? That's my question. You a solid 9, you can go get whatever you want, right? So why do you care about what's in his phone? Is it the principle of it? Is it a control thing? Do you think he's cheating on you? Why doesn't he think you're cheating on him if you're a solid 9? Why isn't he insecure about himself if you walking around probably looking 10 times better than him? Why isn't he afraid to lose you to somebody with more money because you look that good? Why aren't you the prize in that relationship? Why do you have to threaten him? You know what I mean? It should be the opposite. So the best way to make it the opposite is to start refocusing back on yourself, getting in that mirror, getting dressed, going and doing stuff, having fun, not answering his calls or texts whenever he's calling and texting, having some business of your own, and treating yourself really good, becoming obsessed with yourself and not worrying about what he's doing. Because the more you worried about what he's doing, the less he's worried about what you're doing. After you have dated a Dusty, your nervous system is bad, your judgment is bad, your self-esteem is bad, you don't know where you're going in life. A Dusty just came and messed you all up. And you don't know how to act anymore, you don't know how to talk to people anymore, you don't see yourself the same anymore, and it's hard for you to date providers. Is that y'all? You in recovery? Okay. So the best way to help your post-traumatic Dusty syndrome is to level up out of the place where you have to accept dust. That's number one. Okay. Change the environment. There's no more triggers. There's no more dust to trigger you. You got to change your environment up. You got to change your post-traumatic dusty syndrome, nervous system. You got to transfer that into calmness and peace. Okay? Because some of y'all can't. Y'all, everything y'all do, y'all suspicious, y'all worried, y'all think somebody, that's probably true if you're in a dusty environment. You got to get out of the dusty environments, and you got to level up out of the dusty peripheral. That means a dusty won't approach you no more. That means you got to level up so high that a dusty can't even fathom you even giving them the time of day. Okay. Good morning, Shera. Have a great day. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have to make sure you got to level yourself up out of the dust first, so you never have to repeat. Okay. And a lot of people skip this step. This is why they keep repeating dating dusties, because they don't move out of the peripheral of the dust. Okay. To move out of the peripheral of a dusty, you got to level up so high they know just by one look they can't afford, and they won't even try. Okay. So you got to work on yourself first and foremost. And you got to also get your self-esteem up high enough to where you don't look back at the dust thinking that's all that you're worth, and that's all you can get, and that's all you will have to deal with. Okay. So you're going to have higher standards, higher expectations, and higher self-esteem in order to get out of the PTDS, the post-traumatic dusty syndrome, because a lot of y'all are doomed to repeat that until you level up out of it. Okay. You got to do the work. You got to do the self-work. Has nothing to do with the outside. Okay. Who you choose to spend your time with and get into a relationship is a literal reflection of how you feel about yourself. I'm going to repeat that. Get out of post-traumatic dusty syndrome by fixing yourself first. Okay. All those things may have happened to you. You may be triggered by any type of dusty man, dusty relationship. Well, you got to change in the inside first. The inside of you. When a man misses you, when you're not present and he likes you, he's going to notice. He's going to notice that you're not there, that you're not talking to him, that you're not trying to cater to him, that you're not doing all this pick-me crap, and he's going to be thinking about, where are you? What are you doing? Why haven't you called? The same thing y'all are doing whenever a man doesn't pay attention to y'all. Okay. So when y'all stop paying attention to these guys, they're going to think of you more when you're doing less for them. You know why? Because first of all, men are the one that's supposed to chase. So it's in their nature to chase. It's in their nature to think about you. It's in their nature. That's why they think about, several times a day, way more than us. Okay. Because it's in their nature to chase us. You want them to think of you more? Do less. Be less impressed. Make them work for you. Okay. That way they're spending their time trying to figure out ways to impress you, how to invest in you, what to do to make you think of them more. Okay. This is why some of these guys actually find it like a challenge to chase women, because you give them more to yearn for. It's not so easy. You're not easily conquered. You're not boring, predictable, and getting on their nerves like Pygmisha. Okay. So do less. Let them want you more. Don't be so insecure that you're worried that they're going to go to another woman. If they go to another woman, it's going to be Pygmisha. They're going to roll around with her and come right back to you with your re-entry fee, because Pygmisha is free. The only reason that most women can't forgive themselves for the past mistakes is because they know they're stupid enough to repeat them again. You understand? So take accountability for it, level up, and you will repeat those mistakes, and you will be able to forgive your dumb, stupid past self, because you're not going to repeat them. The only reason you can't forgive yourself is because you're stupid enough to go do it again. So once you get out of that mindset of you deserving what happened to you, that you can't get yourself up to the level to where you can find a decent person, that's why you can't forgive yourself, because deep down inside you're going to do it again. Why? Because you haven't leveled up. So go ahead and level up. Go ahead and level up. Go ahead and focus on you. Focus on yourself, so that you can forgive yourself, because you ain't never going to do the same stupid stuff again. Okay? The same way you're not embarrassed to walk outside or walk around because you're not going to poop yourself or pee yourself because you are potty trained. You know you ain't going to mess up. You have confidence in yourself. You walk with confidence. You forgive yourself for being the way you were because you learned, you trained yourself, and now you're better. Level up until where you don't have to accept dust anymore. Level up so you don't know you're not going to make the same mistake again. It's just going to be impossible. Think about that. Go sit in a room real quick and think about why you can't forgive yourself, because you know you're going to repeat it because you haven't done the work to level up. Because you know if that situation presents itself again, you are more likely to repeat it because you haven't leveled yourself up. So you need to go out and do that. Level up. You better get up and stop being lazy, because that is what attracts abundance. That's what attracts people. That's what attracts opportunity, by you getting up and putting in that work. Because one day you're going to get up and put in work and more work and more work and more work, and it still ain't going to be enough. Okay? You better use it while you can, baby. Because y'all over there sitting around with youth, but you got on leggings, t-shirts, and bonnets. Get up. Do something with it, man. I don't even care if you just take a selfie and post it. That picture going to be around forever. You're going to be looking through your phone, and all you're going to see is bonnets and t-shirts, bonnets and t-shirts. If you don't hold yourself accountable for looking good every day, you ain't going to feel that good every day. And that's when your self-esteem suffers, okay? When you walk around looking like trash every day except one day a week, that's why you have low self-esteem. Because you don't have the feeling of looking good every day. You have the feeling of looking good once a week, and that don't help. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. If y'all want to attract instead of chasing behind these men, what do? Get up and glow up one day a week to chase behind some stuff? Y'all get up 1 or 2 days a week, put y'all outfit together, go to the club to chase behind some dust. You need to look good every day and attract some money. All right? You need to look good every day and attract some money instead of looking good once a week or once a month to chase some dust. Y'all are too young to be doing that. You could be looking your best right now. And even if you're not young, you can still be looking good. Okay? When you want a man to like you more, you must do less. That's number one. Let them do, in fact, ask them to do something for you, whether it's big or small. Do not volunteer to do anything for them. Do not offer to do anything. Do not offer to send them links. Do not offer them anything. You do not offer them anything. That's number one. When a man likes a woman more, he likes her because she needs him. He feels needed. When you do something for a man, he feels useless, as if you are helping him, which emasculates him. So if you want a man to like you more, you got to ask him to do something for you. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Just by you trusting him enough to put a task in his hand to do something for you increases the amount that he likes you more than if you had done something for him. Listen to me carefully. This is psychology, and it is the truth. Okay? If you keep doing stuff for men, they're going to like you less and less. Okay? It's not going to register consciously. It's going to register subconsciously. And when a man likes you less and less, the more you do for him, that's why pygmies, they can't keep no man. The man be hopping ship left and right. When the women start doing too much for them, they're gone, because men don't like that. Okay. What happened to love? There's no romance without finance, baby. If you truly love a woman, you'll provide for her. So what happened to the men loving to provide, darling? That's my question. If he loves you, he's not going to allow you to suffer in his presence. If he loves you, he's not going to ask you for anything financially. You know what I mean? If he loves you, he's going to make sure you're taken care of and don't have to go ask nobody else for nothing. So what happened to love? I don't know. Go ask the men. Sprinkle. Go ask them, girl. You married your sugar daddy? I know that's right, man. Sprinkle.
I would sacrifice a meal in order to go buy makeup. I wouldn't eat lunch for a week if it meant I need to buy me some foundation. Okay? I'm going to sacrifice where I can sacrifice. I don't think you're going to starve to death if you skip one meal and sacrifice for your beauty. When you invest in yourself, you can never lose. Okay? If you look good, you feel good, and you get more opportunities, and more people will be attracted to you. I would rather look good than be scared. You know what I'm saying? Your provider boyfriend made you feel bad for wanting things like flowers or monetary things. He says he thinks I'm with him for the wrong reason. Say I am. I'm with you for the wrong reason. I need to go find somebody that got some money. Goodbye. Sprinkle. You are with him for the wrong reason. Okay? You're with him for the wrong reason. He doesn't think he needs to financially support you or impress you. Okay? He's setting you up to want less and expect less in life. Sprinkle. He thinks he's the prize man. How do you get your new provider man to give you money to move to a safer neighborhood? Lie. You gotta make up a lie and say you was almost got. I'm about to try to get you, girl. And you start call him crying. Get the phone and be like, you'll never guess what happened.
Disclaimer. Following this advice may result to get rid of a dusty and leave the sprinkle life.
You got to look better than him, and he got to like you more. That is the dynamic. Some of y'all, let me tell y'all ladies something. It looks like a good idea in the beginning because y'all are silly. But if that man doesn't like you more and you get married to him, you ain't gonna have no good marriage. Okay? Listen to me carefully. If that man doesn't like you a lot more, you're not gonna have a good marriage. When y'all start dealing with men, that is how you need to measure whether they're marriage material or not. And when I say like you, I don't mean a little bit more. I mean a lot more. Enough to provide more. You know what I'm saying? Not just a little. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. Because think about this. They like you enough, but not times 10. And that enough is not going to be enough in the future, baby. So, you better make sure you're choosing wisely. If you are chasing a man, that's the number one indication that he doesn't like you, and he don't like you enough. You have to chase behind him. You know, he's the prize in that relationship, and he's making sure that you know it, so that once he lets you catch him, he'll turn around and see how much you want him. Then he'll see how much you want to keep him, no matter how he does you wrong. Because you chased him, girl. You put in the work. That's why half of y'all are sitting around with men that don't do nothing for you and treat you any kind of way, because you chased them. And you figure, oh, I put in all that work chasing behind him, I might as well just stay. If you are single and you have the opportunity to choose who you deal with, make sure it's someone that likes you times 10. For real. Okay? For real. That way you can get whatever you want, and they'll treat you right. You got to make them spend money first, which means not just on dinners. Those things don't count. Dinner don't count. Dinner is trash. And I'm going to tell you, unless you're hungry and his name is listed under dinner in your phone, dinner does not count towards him spending money. Things that you actually want counts. Bills, shopping, jewelry, giving you money to start a business. Those are the types of things that count. You need him to give you money, not spend money on food that he sits there and eats with you. That does not count. That's impressive if you like nice restaurants, but it doesn't count towards getting money, because if you're not leaving with anything. You see? So start setting them up from the start to get them to give you things, to gift you, to pay bills, and to do all those things. It won't fizzle out if they've invested. Okay? Or at least it won't fizzle out as quick. Should you play dumb? And always play dumb. Not too dumb, but just play dumb. So, men follow their investments. Not free dinner dates. Be unpredictable, leave him in suspense, be vague on communication, go out, dress up, do stuff without him, have your own life. And then when he wants to play catch up and see what you've been doing, or if he wants to, get some time with you, then demand what you want. Demand the type of date you want, okay? Get up, look good, act like, you've already got him in the bag. Now you're curious about everything else in life, okay? Have your own life. You can't understand, what it is to be you if you're not you anymore. And if you're predictable and boring and blah, there's not going to be a spark. So you got to be unpredictable, leave them in suspense, don't tell them everything, go somewhere, get dressed, leave them at home. When they ask where you are, be very vague. Don't give a time when you're returning. Then they're going to want to catch up. Then you tell them what you want, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
What are some feminine things to say when he asks what you're doing? Getting ready to take a bubble bath, lingerie shopping. Always something that makes his mind go straight to where you want it to go. Name something that you know he wants to hear. Be the fantasy. Oh, nothing. Okay, that's boring. What are you doing? Oh, I'm getting ready to go get a bikini wax. Oh, I'm getting ready to get in the bathtub, take a bubble bath. Oh, I'm just shopping, buying some new lingerie. Oh, I'm trying on high heels. That's what you gotta tell them. Stop telling them the stupid basic stuff they don't care about. Tell them stuff that's gonna keep them coming. My dad told me to stop going after men's pockets. Girl, go after everybody's pockets. Since they going after your hot pocket, that's what you need to tell your dad. When they start coming after my hot pocket, I'm gonna stop going after their pockets. Until then, I'm getting the pockets. He's 51 and I'm 31. He don't pay me. Girl, why are you dating a 51-year-old man? He ain't paying you. You can be dating somebody your own age and not get no money. What you doing? Level up, baby, because that's why he ain't paying. No 31-year-old should have to date a 51-year-old for free. What you doing?
Y'all have to be stronger. This new generation, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry y'all were raised to be weak. I'm sorry y'all were raised to think y'all supposed to tell everybody y'all's issues and hope somebody care, because they don't. So let me help y'all. We don't care. No one cares. And you're just going to be disappointed over and over if you think they do. You need to care about yourself, what your goals are, your priorities, and what you want in your life, and then go make it happen. Okay? Because nobody else really cares. That's why half of y'all are sad and depressed, because y'all think people are supposed to care and they're not. That's an option. Remember that. It's an option for people to care. It's an option for people to treat you special because you've been, traumatized, and nobody cares. In fact, most people will try to exploit it. So that's why I really wouldn't tell anyone. Person with the true power is what causes the crash outs. Okay? So if y'all out there crashing out over these men or whatever, you're not in control of yourself. Someone else is. If nobody can push your buttons and trigger you and get you to do something, they are not in control of you. Do you understand? So when y'all see these people overreacting, when y'all start crashing out online, when y'all start crashing out at your men, they control you, whether you know it or not. The true controller is the one that does not react, because they're controlling the other person. The other person will start to crash out. The other person will start to be triggered because they're mad because they can't trigger you. Then you become the controller. You see? So the power and the true person that controls is the one that knows how to control their own emotions, okay? You can't be in any type of power. You can't control anything if you can't control your emotions. All right? That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they ask you to sleep with them too quick, they want to discard you. You're not worth it. You understand? They don't want a relationship. They don't want to spend money long term. They want to hit it and quit it. They want to tit for tat. They want to take you to dinner 3 times and be done with you after they roll with you. You understand? So listen, if that's what y'all want, then go do it. So many people are doing that. But if you want the money for the long term, you got to make them earn it. They're not earning nothing. You understand? Men are going to tell you exactly what you want to hear to get what they want.
then the story is going to change. And when the story changes, y'all end up in these comments asking me questions. So make sure you're getting everything that you want first before you roll. Do you understand? And you don't even have to roll. You can always change your mind. And make sure you got everything off your checklist and that they've reached all the standards before you even consider it. You're not supposed to be dating them and feeling obligated. That doesn't make sense. They're there to impress you. All these women, what if I have stretch marks? What if my boobs are looking like this? What if I'm not the perfect size? Do men like plus size women? Men like men, especially when they get locked up. So what do you think? They like you, fine, whatever you look like. Half of them can't pay for the type of woman they want anyway, let alone the type of woman they don't want. So when y'all start to ask me questions about insecurities, remember, as soon as a man get locked up, he turn quick, okay? Give him about a couple of months. He's gonna have a boyfriend. That answer your question. Think about the women that they're on the phone with, emailing with while they're in prison and how they look. You all know that show? What's that show where they be dating them inmates and when they finally get out, they go to pick them up and they be looking like who did it and why, but the man gonna stay with him until he get on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Because anything is better than a boyfriend. Now we're going to be talking to Jay on how to get him attached. How to get him attached. Okay. I've done this video so many times in the past, but I like to redo them because times change. In times, they have changed. So, one of the first ways to get a man attached is to get him used to something. He's got to be anticipating you in some form or fashion. Whether it's something that you say, a nickname, or something that you do ritualistically all the time, he has to expect you. He has to anticipate you. So some type of habit that you guys can form when you are with him, whether it be something physical, but not sexual, but physical, or mental, whatever it is that you choose to do to get him anticipating, that is what you need to do to start to get him to become she has to anticipate. Okay, that's number one. Number two is, of course, he got to spend. He got to bring you something. Okay, he has to give something, whatever that may be for y'all. He got to give you something. I don't care what it is. It needs to be something. I don't care what it is. It has to be something. Flowers, candy, jewelry, money, gifts. It needs to be something. Okay, because when a man gives you something, he automatically attaches to smell good and look soft. You gotta have a signature scent, or you always gotta smell good and look soft. Like, very important. Visual creatures. Men are very visual creatures. So always good. Always look good and always smell good, because scent is connected to memory. So whenever they smell you, they're gonna remember. Spray it on yourself. Spray it in their car, under their seat, so they can always smell you. Okay. Another way to get him attached is, okay, so you have to whisper in his ear. If you are in person, you gotta whisper in his ear. Okay. Ain't nothing like you all up on a man's ear, whispering something in his ear, and tell him something, to get his imagination going. It doesn't have to be bad. It just has to be intriguing. Whatever you come up with. You whisper in that man's ear, them little hairs gonna stand up on the back of his neck, and he's gonna be like, oh. And see, it's not so direct. It's not so sexual. It's more of just a whisper. Like, even you can do this in public. You're like, come here, I have to tell you something. That's it. Whisper in his ear. It doesn't have to be sexual. It just has to be something, because it's gonna make the hairs on the back of his neck stand up. You hear me? It's gonna be like, it's gonna get turned on. Period. All right. Whether you're trying to get him turned on or not, he's gonna be like, wear something soft.
How you feel when someone touches you also invokes memory, and also softness is equated with femininity. So wear something soft if you're going on a date and you want to get them attached to satin, silk, something very soft. Okay? Look soft. Make sure your skin is looking soft. Make sure you look like they just want, you know. Femininity will attach a masculine man very fast. So don't be super duper like over the top girly girl, but be very just sultry and feminine. Don't overdo it, because it might seem like an act if you're doing that. Pay attention to how you're presenting yourself, okay, in a feminine manner, but make sure it's not masculine. Okay. If it's not masculine, you're good. If it's too over the top feminine, it looks fake. So, you know. Another way to get him attached is to give him a nickname, but not a stupid, corny one. Okay? Give him a little nickname. Honey, sweetie, cutie, pie, I don't know, whatever. Whatever nickname you come up with. But don't call him baby. Don't call him babe. Don't give him a unique, to him only, or something that you know he likes as a nickname. But also say his name as well. Like every other time you talk to him, like call him by his name and then call him a nickname. Then call him by his name and then call him a nickname. Mix it up, okay? It's becoming more personalized with him, and he sees that he's important enough for you to give him a nickname, but still you respect him by calling by his name, and men love when you say their name anyway. So mix it. So call him by his name and then call him the nickname. Call him by his name and then call him the nickname. Okay? Mix it up. Give him a little nickname, but don't make the nickname stupid or corny. All right? And added bonus if you whisper that in his ear. Now, have a song. Okay? If y'all are to the point where y'all are dating and y'all are like, he's driving and you're in his car and trying to get him attached, have a song. Get your playlist out. Listen to it over and over. Have a subliminal message in the song that you want him to, you know, like. And it's going to be y'all's song, but don't say it's y'all's song, because that's corny. Just play it every time you're in the car with him. And about the 5th or 4th time that you play it, or y'all hear it somewhere, they're like, "Oh, that's our song. We always hear, like, I'm always playing that when we're together," or that, you know, whatever. Don't say, "Oh, this is our song," the first time you play it. Let it play about 5 to 6 to 7 times. Then he might say it, you know, or just play it a lot. And then whenever y'all hear it out and about, when y'all are out, "Oh, this is our song," you know. So make sure that you play a song. Make sure it's a song y'all both like, because it might be annoying if you don't like it. And play it over and over when y'all are in the car, but not back to back, but just like every time you see each other. Okay, at least. Thank you. Another way to get him attached is to ask him for a favor. You got to ask him for a favor. It doesn't have to be a huge favor. It just needs to be a favor. And if he's excited to do the favor, and it's going to make him attached to you more if he feels like he's done something for you. So just ask him for a favor. Also, I said earlier, ask him to bring you something, no matter what it is. Ask him to bring you something and ask him for a favor. But don't misread or miscommunicate that he likes you. If he don't like you, and he might get annoyed if you do ask him for too much, okay? If he's on the verge of not sure if he likes you or likes you or not, you can even smile in his face, whisper in his ear, "Can I ask you for a favor?" And then you got him, girl. It's over. But you gotta look good though. Remember, men are visual creatures. If you ugly, he ain't gonna want you whispering in that ear. And he might just roll around on the mattress with you in the dark and not call you out for a date in the day, okay? So don't get confused once again, because some of y'all be getting confused about how men like you and if they don't. Another way to get them attached, it's like I always tell y'all, okay, men are ego driven. So if you boost his ego a little bit, especially in front of other people, or you're faking like you're talking to someone on the phone, or maybe you are talking to your friend on the phone, you need to brag on him a little bit, but not too much, just a little bit, okay? Even if he doesn't think that you that he can hear you, like you can hear him or he can hear you. You know what I mean? Even if he doesn't think, you know, he's listening. Brag on him a little bit. Men don't like nice women. They use nice women. They take advantage of nice women. They expect you to be mean anyway. If you're nice, they wonder what's wrong with you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to be unbothered. You need to stand by what you mean and mean what you say. You don't need to be someone's doormat. You make them chase. You make them earn it. You're not always available. You don't give too much information. You are mean. That's how they met you. That's how they want you. Do you understand? Well, you just want too much. Well, I'm so sorry that you don't have what I want. That's a nice way of being mean. You can be mean and nice at the same time, but be mean without being apologetic. Being mean doesn't mean flying off the handle or crashing out. It means being strategic about getting what you want and not bending. Being too nice is not going to get you anywhere. All villain origin stories, the villain was nice in the beginning. So if you don't know how to be a villain, then you don't really know how to be nice. You got to know how to be mean in order to really understand what you need to do to be nice, because nice is stupid. You know, people take advantage of nice. Nice gets taken for granted. Instead of being angry and trying to win an argument or trying to compete in an argument with a man, you don't compete. You simply get what you want out of the situation. That's it. No matter what, you don't get triggered. You get to thinking, strategizing of how you can get something out of this particular situation. For example, if you're arguing, oh, why didn't you text me back today? Or how come you don't answer your phone? And how come you don't do this? And how come you stay out late? Nope, you don't do anything. You act like you don't even notice. In fact, they know they're creeping in late, or they know they should have answered your phone call. So when they see you, they already expect for you to flip out, overreact, and be emotional. So what do? Ask them for something. Most likely, if they are supposed to be in trouble at that particular time or point because of something they've been doing, they're going to agree and say yes.
Don't tell him where you at. Don't text him. Let him text you. I can go for 12 hours and not text my husband. I just come home. Ooh, I've been here. I've been there. Well, he might call or text or say something, but I'm not doing it first. Why? Because why should I? I don't feel like people have to give an explanation of where they are. If you don't trust that person, don't be with them. So if you have trust issues, question yourself. I know young people cheat left and right. You ain't going to stop them from cheating if they want to cheat anyway. Right? So I say be unpredictable. That's how you get your attention back. Why can't I just be myself? I'm not trying to jump through all these hoops. Because they're jumping through hoops to get what they want from you, her, and the next person. And you're the only one that's sitting up here being honest and trying to be good. And that's why you lose. You can't get mad at them for being them. You got to play the game too. You're in a game. You either play or lose. That's what it is. You're in a game. Either play or lose. You never do extra. You never go the extra mile. Oh, I'll do that for you. Oh, I'll do that for you. No. They're supposed to be doing that for you.
If y'all don't know, I'm going to tell you. You are supposed to be better than your mother and your grandmother. You're supposed to be better. You're supposed to make better decisions. You're supposed to look better. You're supposed to act better. You're supposed to know more. If you're not doing that, and if they're trying to keep you from doing that, they're doing it wrong. Each generation is supposed to improve upon the next. Okay? Just like a car. Each car design is supposed to be an improvement of the last one. So if they're not helping you improve, redirect your energy and improve yourself. Why do some mothers act that way? Because their mothers treated them that way and they made really bad mistakes, and they don't want to see you outdo them because it would mean they were wrong and they did everything wrong. Right? They don't want to feel like they are a bad example. It's their ego. Just get over it, understand why they do it, refocus your energy on becoming better than them. That's what you're supposed to do. We're supposed to get better every generation. You're not supposed to stay the same or get worse. Some parents don't want you to surpass them, or they're mad at themselves for making dumb idiot mistakes, and they don't want you to surpass them because it's gonna discredit them as, someone that's knows what they're doing. So the best thing you can do is change paths and courses to become something that your mother could never become, and put your goals on that, and understand why women, and especially mothers, do this to their daughters, because they've made big mistakes.
The next time a man
does something that emotionally triggers you, what are you going to do? You're going to go, shut up. You're going to excuse yourself. You're going to say, you know what? Excuse me. I have to use the restroom. This is going to throw them off because they're expecting you to argue or to overreact. You're going to go to the bathroom. You're going to take a couple of deep breaths, and then you're going to be like, how can I get some money out of this? You can feel however you want to feel, but don't do that in front of him. And don't scream or don't overreact. Just go in there, feel what you need to feel for a second, turn on the water, and then figure out how to get some money out of the situation. And when you come out, execute the plan. Do you understand? That's how you thrive in certain relationships, or when people are trying to, emotionally trigger you. You go figure out how to make it work in your favor. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's rude if a man is trying to get negative reaction from you. He doesn't love you. Exactly. So switch it up on him, because men naturally want to win at any type of game that you're playing. So they're still going to play the game with you. And if you bruise their ego slightly, they literally will pay for whatever damage they tried to do emotionally and didn't succeed. You know what I mean? So if he's trying to trigger you and make you mad and you don't overreact, you're like, well, thanks for sharing that with me, and I value your opinion, but I don't know if I really agree with that. I mean, maybe if you were a little bit more wealthy or a little bit more generous, I might take your opinion more to heart. But really, I think I value my opinion a little bit more, because I don't really see yours doesn't really make sense to me if you're not really, that generous. So I don't know how financially capable you are. And so it's kind of like walking on eggshells whenever I mention some type of, pay or bill or something like that. It's like, it's a trigger for you. So I don't know. Then that's when they're going to want to flex. I have money. What are you talking about? I just don't like materialistic women. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay if you don't have it. Don't worry about it. Remain calm. So now he's walking around thinking that you think he's broke, and you think he's cheap, and you think he's not all that, and that your eyes are open every time you leave the house looking for a more generous, wealthier man. These are the things that are going to go through his mind on a daily basis, because you planted the seed, because you calmed your butt down, didn't overreact, and calmly handled the situation, and you regained the power. Okay? That's how you get your power and keep it and stop giving it away like idiots. If you're the one calm and collected and they screaming, you're going to emotionally trigger them, and then you can give them the crazy looking like. Then they lost all their power. See? So you got to learn how to bruise the ego, not crush it, bruise it. If you bruise an ego, they want to come back from it. So they're going to do what you said that they couldn't, just to prove it to you. If you crush their ego, you disrespect them, and they don't want to prove it to you anymore, because you don't even see them as a man anymore. So you only bruise that ego so they can fix it for you. They can fix whatever it is that you bruised to prove that they are all that, because they're ego driven.
The art of preserving yourself for the best quality life possible is so essential. And that means you don't allow men around you who are bums, who are dusty, who doesn't want to make your life better. Only allow quality men around who want to treat you like a queen, who wants to treat you like a princess, who wants to show you a good life. Especially if you are the type of woman who is building her dream life right now. Why would you want to be around men who doesn't also want that for you? So the art of preservation is something that has to be taken seriously. You don't want to be poor. You don't want to be struggling as a woman. In fact, no woman who is gorgeous, no woman who is pretty should be struggling whatsoever, because you have a godlike energy in you to manifest the life that you want. So expect more. Stop expecting bare minimum from stingy men. Expect more from your life. Want more from your life. Okay? Want more for yourself. And then once you have that in your head, then it'll be easy from there. But the change is going to start with you. You can't expect a man to give you more than what you're trying to do for yourself. So if you have no standards, if you just give yourself easily, if you just let this man run all over you, then that's what he's going to give you. So, ladies, just really, really take your life serious. And then if you need to come back and listen to Shera 7, because the art of preserving yourself will always be the best quality life that you can give to yourself. So thank you, ladies, for listening. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know. I want you ladies to actually comment and let me know if you have ever dealt with a dusty. Just go ahead and comment and let me know your experiences.